Welcome everyone to Next Stop New York. My name is Andrew Hefner and I am your host. And we are going to preview tonight's Game 2 of the Oakland, or I guess Sacramento, Athletics series as the Yankees are still out on their road trip. They are going for their sixth win in a row. They took care of the Royals on the road. Quite an easy series, took an off day, and made it out to their first Friday night game where they took care of business versus the Athletics, and we are now heading into Game 2 starting very, very soon. We're going to have Ryan Weathers on the mound tonight. He has been pretty great this season since we traded for him from the Marlins, 2-2 with a 3.14 ERA in 57 innings. Pretty fantastic, but what I really want to focus on is tonight's starting lineup. And I'm not going to say that this is the best lineup we've had this season because of the raw talent that is in here. But I think because Boone is finally taking a chance to go with some players that maybe have been hot lately. And he's kind of being aware of what the situation is like for this team. And I think the main player that exemplifies that is Paul Goldschmidt here, batting, I think, sixth in the lineup today. Paul Goldschmidt has been one of the best additions of the offseason. Even though we ran it back, we took a chance adding Paul Goldschmidt, and he knew himself he would not play much. And that was especially evident with how much Ben Rice and how well Ben Rice was playing at the start of this season. Ben Rice has since cooled off, but we're still finding places for Paul Goldschmidt to get in that lineup. He's at first with Rice designated hitting tonight. But I really like having Goldschmidt. And the other thing here is that it's going to be a right-handed pitcher tonight, and we still have Goldie getting in there. Other righties, of course, Judge is going to be in the lineup all the time. Volpe is going to be the shortstop tonight instead of Caballero. He's been great since coming up, and I think still the real weak point of this lineup is really the catching. You had J.C. Escarra go yesterday, Austin Wells today. There's not really an upside to doing one or the other at this point, besides maybe those lefty-righty matchups, but it's interesting that they're putting Wells in here. It makes sense against the righty. But I'm just really excited about how this lineup's shaking up. Judge still deserves to be at the 3 every single day. Bellinger at the 4 with just how good he's been. Moving Jazz, that ability to move him back up the lineup now that he's starting to hit as well and really start to figure things out since the whole, viral baggy pants situation. So, again, I really enjoy this lineup, and I do not think in any way that the Yankees are going to have a problem here tonight with that 10-10 first pitch against the Athletics. Just looking at the Athletics starting lineup for tonight, Shea Langoliers has been the best player on this team all year. 13 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a 2.92 average. Colby Thomas, the rookie, now in that leadoff spot. It's a good young team, lacking a lot of experience, and that was evident yesterday when you saw some miscues in the outfield that led to big hits and runs. And they had a much older pitcher in Luis Severino, former Yankee, of course, who started yesterday as well, and he got pretty lit up. So now you're going to go with JT Ginn tonight, 27 years old, 2-3 this year with a 3.19 ERA. And it's just not going to be really the same. He's only pitched 3 seasons with Oakland. One of them was only 8 games in 2024, 23 games in 2025, and he's already at 12 this year, slotting himself again for the second year in a row into a regular position in this Athletics starting lineup. I would not say the Yankees should have a huge problem hitting against him tonight. We know also what that ballpark is like out there in Sacramento. A bit smaller, AAA ballpark, of course, because the Athletics are still in the middle of their weird transition stage before they head out to Vegas. If we're looking at standings right now, Yankees are still a bit behind the Rays, but they are really starting to work their way back. They are just one game back now, 35-22, with the Rays at 35-20. They've played a couple less games, but they got absolutely crushed today by the Angels, 14-3, and they're going to have another game at 1:40 tomorrow at home. So if the Yankees can pick up the win tonight, we could potentially, by the end of tomorrow, be tied with the Rays, depending on how the rest of these series wound up. Tomorrow's game for the Yankees, that series finale is going to be at 405. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with how the team is looking right now. I'm happy with the decisions that Aaron Boone is making, because I think that that's showing that he's maybe relying a bit less on his classic, just kind of who's the best players we can get into this lineup based off of how they play against certain pitchers and things like that. Because I really, really, really have enjoyed seeing Paul Goldschmidt in this lineup tonight, and I think that he's really going to make sure that Boone knows that he earned this chance, because he has been phenomenal lately. Tomorrow is going to be Will Warren, who's looked great this season, 6-1. So he has been pretty damn good. And then Jacob Lopez is going to be on the other side, another guy with some limited MLB time, 28 years old. All these Athletics journeymen, really, who have made their ways either through trades or up through the minor leagues, are finally getting their chance, as the Athletics rotation is just not quite there. A lot of young players. Luis Medina, that's a former Yankees farm hand as well. Mark Leiter Jr. out in the pen. A lot of former Yankees on these teams, as there's been a lot of trades over the years. But that's pretty much going to do it for tonight's preview. Again, here's the lineup one more time. You're going to have Trent Grisham leading off in center field. He's really become that clean leadoff hitter the Yankees have been looking for. A ton of walks. Average is getting there, but really the walks is what is letting Boone slide him into this position day in and day out. Ben Rice getting a bit of a rest day, only DHing. He is batting second. The captain, Aaron Judge, in right field, as always. Cody Bellinger in left, batting cleanup. Been on a tear lately as well. Jazz Chisholm Jr. heating up, like I said, over the past 2 weeks or so at second. Paul Goldschmidt playing first. Ryan McMahon, who hit another home run yesterday, I think his third or fourth of the season. He is playing third base. Austin Wells, again, that weak link. I think that catching is really going to be what they're going to be looking at the deadline. He is the 8 hitter, and then Anthony Volpe rounds it all out with a bit of speed at shortstop as the 9 hitter. We'll see what happens with this game tonight. Again, 10-10 first pitch out there in Sacramento. Let's hope the Yankees can pick up the second win here and pull within half a game of the Tampa Bay Rays. We'll see you back here in a little bit. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in to the first video of Next Stop New York, where we're going to have Yankees news all year long. Thanks, everyone.